Broadcasting live from the Complete College Prospect Studio in Sin City. Heard around the world, discussing everything that is high school sports, music, fashion, food, ratings, and of course, coaching. And the people you came to see, the athletes. This is the Who's Up Next podcast with your hosts, JR and Rob.
Man, long time, man.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time, everyone. Welcome to the Who's Up Next show.
Oh, yeah.
To the right of me, we got the big fella.
Yes, sir.
Candyman as usual.
Hey, it's been a long time since we've been here with y'all, man. You know, The holidays and then moving to the new building. Everything isn't done, but you can see there's been a lot of changes. Yeah, we're just happy to be back. So, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely been a minute. You know, Complete College Prospects, the Who's Up Next show, everybody in general made a lot of big changes.
Yeah.
We definitely
The whole
made some big
corporation.
splashes. Yeah, the whole corporation. We definitely made a big splash here for 2024.
Yeah.
We'll definitely start talking about that here early on in the show.
Yeah.
Man, we got a guest today.
We do.
Definitely got a guest.
We
Second
do.
time.
But let's keep her a secret for
We're
a
gonna
minute.
keep it a
Let's
secret for now, and we'll talk about it as soon as we bring that up.
Yeah, when it's time. It's time.
Yes. So,
let's go.
hey, let's start it. I mean,
let's get at it
today.
Let's get at it.
Looks like we got some food directly in front of us, so we're gonna do the Who's Up, Fuel Up, right? So let's go ahead and bust out that intro for that. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we got a little video, showed you guys kind of like what we did. We got these high protein, low carb chicken roll-ups.
Well, let's explain it first. So for those that haven't been with us before, the Who's Up, Fuel Up, these are all snacks or meals that athletes can have prior to games, prior to practice, things that'll get them the max amount of protein and energy, but taste good too. You know, we rate these things from jet fuel basically to trash, and we just keep it honest. I'm happy we got a chance to try these again. We shot a little TikTok video about a week ago with this meal in there, but it didn't turn out the way we wanted it. So I'm happy we got to bring it back for everybody that's in here with us on the show, because it's amazing. So we'll let our producer tell you about it.
So yeah, I found this on TikTok. There wasn't really a name for it, but chicken roll-ups is pretty much what it is. It's very simple to make. You can make it in the air fryer, or you can put it in the pan and pan fry it there. But you could serve it with like a bed of lettuce, any type of dressing. But today we have guacamole and then some Cholula.
Cool.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of spice, and then we also got that guac. I mean, avocado makes everything better. That's what they say.
I'm just happy we brought in the Cholula. Last time it was plain and it was absolutely delicious. But like right now, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah. So what we did was roll it up, and we went ahead and pan fried it because the air fryer takes a little bit longer. So we did pan fry it. Kind of diverse. You can make it into what's it called?
Quesadilla.
A quesadilla. It's not going to have as much cheese as you normally would.
Yeah.
You can also make it into a burrito if you wanted to. We got these roll-ups.
Yeah.
And then you can also make it like a chimichanga, kind of pan fry it though, not deep fry it, because chimichangas are normally deep fried. But it's definitely a good snack on the go, quick and easy to make. You can prepare it ahead of time.
Yeah.
So that's what's good. So hey, let's go ahead and just dive in and try to figure it out. Try to rate this thing.
Let's get up in there.
Got some guacamole here. Let's see what we got. All right. I'm not much of a Cholula man myself, so I'm not going to be doing that, but I'm definitely going to try it with this guac here. I'm going to try it out.
I mean, as you can see, it's just like I mean, it's a chicken roller, you know.
Kind of like a taquito.
Yeah.
Definitely like a taquito.
Definitely use the low carb tortillas.
Okay. That's one of the big keys. Low carb tortilla, keep the calories down, protein up, you know what I'm saying? Keep it healthy, and definitely get max energy for your athlete.
Yeah. I mean, so just to kind of remind everyone on the Who's Up, Fuel Up, we rate these based on how good they are, right? So if it's not good, what do we got, producer? It's a stall out,
Stall out.
right? And then we got regular, we got mid, and then we got premium. And then if it takes it off to the next level, we're definitely going to rate it with jet fuel.
Yeah.
To me, I'm kind of in that premium to jet fuel because of the easeability of making this, the quickness, and then also just the fact that it's just packed with protein, not too many carbs in here if someone's trying to watch how many carbs they're taking in. And this is just something that we do here on the show, just to kind of give athletes something a little bit different, to try something easy, because I know all of our student athletes are just completely busy, right?
Yeah.
They're out there volunteering, they're out
Parents
there cracking
too.
schools. Oh, parents. Hey, parents out there that can make this for their kids ahead of time. You know, it's almost like a grab and go kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I definitely think that you can kind of freeze these, you know, ahead of time or meal prep, you know, for the week.
Yep.
You know, definitely a good addition for lunch or some kind of snack. You know, definitely something that you can eat after a good workout.
No, absolutely.
Right.
This will get it right back. I mean,
Yeah.
most of you, I don't know, you know, if you know this, your athlete should know this. After they finish working out, that first 30 minutes, super important to get protein into them. Something like this. How many it said how many grams of
It's like
protein?
45.
45.
Mhm.
Excellent amount of protein to get back in right after a workout, right after training. Definitely something that would be good maybe an hour before you go to train in your sport or whatever it is you do. Easily made, easily kept, easily heated up. So for me, I know he's in the middle. I think it's jet fuel. If you've been watching this show, you know me. I turn stuff down all the time. I'm super picky, and I love this.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this.
And man, you could do anything you want with this. It's so diverse. I mean, you could throw some veggies, you know, on the side if you wanted to. You can probably just take the ingredients on the inside, use that as like a chicken salad, maybe put it with some vegetables if you wanted to.
I guess.
I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with this. So I just
if
think
you
it's
don't
diverse.
like vegetables, like the big fella, this works perfectly.
But the big fella will eat some vegetables if he needs to.
I mean,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
will. I'm not happy about it, but I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not against vegetables. I promote vegetables, not all of them, but some of them. A salad ain't bad from time to time, but for an athlete that's really out there trying to maximize what they do, never run out of energy, I think this is a great meal for them, for sure.
Yeah, and also the TikTok, when I found it, it said that it's good also for weight loss too. If you're like trying to make meal plans or whatever,
Yeah,
they're good for weight loss too.
yeah. If you keep it chicken breast, you're gonna be just fine.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, I'm kind of upset, man, because I really want to chomp this down in front of y'all, but I don't want to be rude and I don't want to look all crazy and y'all start making these comments out here on how I'm eating it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. This
Okay.
all gonna be gone.
It's going to be gone here in just a second. So
So what's the consensus? So I got jet fuel.
I said it was in between premium and jet fuel. I guess it just depends, but hey,
I guess we're going to
It's-
give
it's
it a
pretty damn good,
premium
you know,
since
premium
it's in
to
that
jet
middle
fuel, so-
area. There you go.
yeah.
All right, so get us a shot though. Again, you can play this show back. You'll see it. Definitely, it's something worth trying for sure. We'll try to put the recipe in the drop down. You know, if you're following us on YouTube right now, definitely click, become a subscriber,
Yes,
like the
yes,
show.
yes. Like and subscribe. Come on, y'all. Hit that subscribe
But
button. Let's do
definitely,
it.
yeah, we'll get the recipe in there for you guys. Something definitely for you to try. Let's
Hey,
see.
Aaron, bell peppers, onions inside a lot of times with some kind of spinach or kale salad. I could dig it. I could dig it. The big fella probably not so much, but you know, I can definitely dig that. So I appreciate it.
Yo, hold on. We put bell peppers and onions inside. A lot of times have some kind of spinach, kale. That makes sense. That makes sense for Aaron. That definitely makes sense right there. A little bell pepper, onion. I can see that. I probably mess with the spinach. I don't do kale.
Really?
Yeah, no, like
So
Kale is
What-
definitely
what-
kind
what
of
makes
different.
it
It just
yummy?
depends. I don't know.
I have it in a soup.
I like kale in the soup. You know, that's just
Yeah.
me. You know, we'll figure it out
Chips are
though.
good too, like
Yeah.
the crunchy ones.
I don't know. Maybe we're gonna come
I'll
up with
have
some
to
kind of
try
recipe
it.
in the next, in a future episode that involves kale. Try to figure it out for the
I'm
big fella.
open. I'm open to change. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be easy change, but I'm
Yeah.
open to change. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
it's
All right.
definitely a good suggestion. So, producer, what we got next? We're gonna go to a quick little commercial break here. Hey, I'm gonna finish this while this commercial break is going on. So I appreciate y'all. We're gonna see y'all in just a bit.
If it's high school sports, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. This is the Who's Up Next podcast. Now, back to your hosts, JR and Rob.
Hey, welcome back. Movie magic.
Welcome back.
Everything is gone. You can imagine where it went. What we got on our next segment?
So we're gonna talk about the release of Tripium
Okay.
and Chatter, the app.
Oh man.
All right. So we, as a corporation, Complete College Prospect, under the umbrella, released Chatter, the company's social media company and platform. Everybody, we highly recommend athletes get over there. Put yourself on Chatter. It's in both of the stores, in the Google Play Store, the Apple Store. We-Chatter. It's for all athletes to go over there, put in their information, not put in a link to your video, actually create your channel on the platform with all your information. The athletes, coaches are the only ones that are able to access some of the more personal information like transcripts and things like that about the athlete. It's there to build a safe environment where you can't get hacked. The coach can get everything they need about you, and it helps with your recruiting.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, hey, I just want to touch in on what the big fella was saying. This is where you can create your channel.
Yeah.
All right. We don't need those links. We don't need Huddle. We don't need a Quick Cut. We don't need to go to, all these other places.
Well, you don't want the coaches to be you don't want the coaches to be looking at you in your social media and then leave to go somewhere else. Because here's what happens, right? As a coach, a recruiter, I come in, I'm looking at, maybe I catch you on X. I hit your Huddle link, I leave. While I'm at Huddle, I might not come back to you. I may stay over there since I'm already at Huddle. I may check out your video and then kind of move on because I see somebody else, and now I'm looking at other kids. I've gone away from you as the athlete that I was attempting to recruit. At Chatter, what they do is, as the recruiter is looking at you, all of your information, he or she can only delve deeper into your profile, right? So once they go in, they see you, they dive into your information that only they can access. Start looking at your transcripts, looking at your measurables, times, different things like that. Then they want to go see your video. They slide over, go into your channel. They do all that. They can come right back to you. They also have all your contact information right there. There's a lot of you out there that believe that your high school coach's job is to get you recruited. That is not the way this works. Parents, please stop blaming. I mean, yes, some of the blame goes to the high school coaches that don't put that extra effort in, but that's not their job. Their job is to give your kid a platform to play, a platform to participate in something that will get them recruited. After that, most coaches come around and they'll tell you to fill out a form or something that they can hand out to recruiters that are coming out to the school. The rest of that is kind of on you. It's on you as an athlete and parents, on you as the parent of an athlete to kind of finish out that recruiting process. There's a lot of NCAA rules. Again, slide over to Complete College Prospect. That's part of what they do as far as making sure you know all of the up-to-date rules with the NCAA, everything when it comes to NIL, when it comes to recruitment, when it comes to your requirements to play. You'll be amazed how many coaches, not parents, high school coaches don't actually know all of the requirements for you to participate as a true freshman in college. So going over to Chatter, that was a big thing for Complete College Prospect to create. And I know that it's slowly being populated with athletes. They've been inviting athletes personally. And then I know they've opened it up to everybody. So be one of the first to get over there before the coaches start sliding over there, before the media starts going over there. Another big thing is they're keeping out all of the riffraff. Everybody that's over there, OnlyFans and all the politics and everything else that goes on X and everywhere else, that's out. They actually have monitors that will boot out anybody that's doing anything other than being friends or family members of athletes or coaches or teams or things like that. It's strictly for recruiting purposes in a place where coaches can feel comfortable going over there and knowing they don't have to deal with any other nonsense when they're trying to find an athlete. So that's what's big about Chatter. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a big move. Then the other big move that outside of the new digs for our show, the other big move for Complete College Prospect was definitely Tropaion Magazine, which dropped January 1st, which is out there to promote athletes, everybody, artists, musicians, everything that is high school sports and the world around it, teachers, just everything. So, that we can't stress enough here at the show how much we, not just as our sponsors, support Complete College Prospect, but just on the basis of what they provide for athletes. You know what I'm saying? What they do for the high school athlete in today's society. I mean, that's how I feel. I don't know how you feel.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like it's definitely a place to be. The platform is great for athletes. It's great for coaches. I don't know about some of you guys out there, coaches and recruiters. We've talked to a few of them out already, and their biggest complaint is they would go to an athlete's profile, click on a link, and then all of a sudden only get to see bits and pieces unless they sign up and become a member or pay some kind of membership fee. Right. We're getting away from that. Right. Complete College Prospects put out a platform for student athletes to be out there, family members, coaches, recruiters, and to get away from all of that. People complain, hey, I go to Huddle, I click on a video, I want to see it, but then I go through a 3-minute commercial, or I try to get to the next one, then I got to watch another commercial, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for those things so that you don't see those commercials.
Well, let's be honest, and again, this is not a knock on anybody, right? Huddle has a reason to be there. It's great what they do. All of these other platforms, I mean, everyone, as long as you guys as athletes, parents, your kids as athletes are getting the exposure they need, more power to whoever's doing what, right? But by going through everything we've seen with Complete College Prospect, it's one of those things where the thoroughness of the ability to showcase an athlete, I think, is what's impressive. Because one, getting them on our show, and we're picky, we have a right to turn down an athlete, and we have, like not because the athlete wasn't a great person or anything like that, but there's certain things that should be a privilege, which is if we're going to give you the exposure of coming on the show, we definitely want to showcase a kid that's out there taking care of business in the classroom, taking care of business in their sport or whatever they do. And we agree with CCP that everything from band, esports, all of that, cheer, like we agree that sports will let you on the show. You're great in your community. You treat everybody with respect, things like that. You'll notice if you go back through our past shows, the athletes that we've allowed on the show have been just absolutely stellar. And then after they've been on the show, they've actually gone out and done really good things. Some of them have seen themselves, sign with colleges and other things like that, have different levels of success. And so we want to keep that up.
Oh, yeah.
And so with CCP, creating all these different platforms for athletes, it just, and then not costing the people that matter, right? Say you pay the $25, you're with, the admin fee over at CCP. The coaches and no one else, everybody else is coming to look for you. The people that you want the exposure for, they don't pay anything, right? That's what I love. If we want to go ask for information about an athlete that we're going to have on the show, it costs nothing. If your coaches want to go find out about you, costs nothing. Your contacts with them don't have to be verified.
Yeah.
CCP verifies everything for you to make sure that the coaches are the coaches, the athletes are the athletes, things like that. So, for me, it's a no-brainer. But again, I know what some people are going to be thinking, sponsors of the show. We're going to say whatever we're going to say. Go look it up. It's not the best thing about CCP is it's all out there in black and white.
Yep.
That's my take on it. And then, come on, let's be real. How many times some of the athletes that you guys look up to have never graced the pages of a magazine, and they're professionals? They've literally never graced the pages of a magazine. And I think we just saw CCP with Trapium put up like 6, 7, 8 different athletes.
There's quite a bit of athletes.
Yeah, like quite a bit of athletes on there. So, those are things that won't be forgotten. No, that magazine's digital. It's going to stay out there forever, right? So those are things, accomplishments that a lot of people will never get. And so, that's where we are with it. But let's not beat that horse. Let's move. What we got?
All right, so our next guest is going to be Shania, who was actually the cover of Trapium magazine.
Nice. We love her here on the show. Shania Lane. We had her on the show last year. Outstanding young lady. She told us she was going to go win state. They did that.
Yeah.
We told her we put her back on the show. She did that. Next thing you know, bam, cover of Trapium magazine. Like we can't say enough about this young lady. She's definitely special, well-spoken, great support system at home with her family. And man, it's always a pleasure. So let's bring her on.
Yeah, bring her on. Hey,
how you doing?
Hi.
You ain't in the layer today, huh?
Oh yeah, I switched.
How you been?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good. How does it feel to be a state champion?
It feels so good. We're gonna have our banquet soon and get our rings.
Nice. Yo, you got to shoot us a picture so we can see the ring, all the hardware. Nice. Is this your school's first one?
They've won 3 back-to-back, so this is our 4th one in a row.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. So tell everybody kind of like what you've been up to since you last been on the show.
I won state championship and I've just been like training because it's like kind of off season. We don't have another tournament till like February. So I've just been like training. I haven't been doing much.
Okay. That's all right. You got to relax from time to time. How's school going?
It's going pretty good.
Oh, what's pretty good mean?
I mean, I just had my first week back and we actually had a 3-day week last week because of storms. So I haven't really been doing much.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this is just no, you don't graduate till next year, right?
Yes, sir.
So are you going to prom?
I'll go my senior year.
Your senior year? That's all right. Good answer. Good answer. How's the family?
They're doing good. We're just chilling.
Good. For you guys that don't know, you got to go watch the other one. Her dad's like man cave is crazy. Like it is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I have nothing else to say. That's why I'm shocked that we sitting in. I'm assuming Shania's room instead of the layer because it was great. Your room is great too.
Yeah.
T. Parker just came on and said, how many state championship games have you taken part in?
That was only my first one because this was my first year at like Piedmont Academy. That was my first year, so that was my only like championship game there.
So did you
Nice.
just transfer in for this past year?
Yes, sir.
What school did you come from before that?
I came from Ola High School.
Is that in the same state?
It's in the same state. It's actually like 30 minutes away, but it's just like in a different district because that was a public school, but now Piedmont Academy, it's a private school. So it's like two different regions.
Okay. How do you like it?
I like it. It's really nice, actually. It's like really small. Like everybody knows everyone. It's really good.
Nice. If you had to, we're always big on the educators. If you had to shout out one teacher that just makes a difference every day to you, who would it be?
It would be Miss Sands. That's my English teacher for dual enrollment. And she always helps me. Like if I need help, I actually called her last night. Like if I need help starting an essay, she'll give me main points. Like she's extremely helpful. And it's a college class, so I get a lot of help with it. So yeah.
Nice. There's a lot of kids that can't say that. And I know as a show, we're always talking about how important the educators are to the environment of a student athlete in high school and how important they are for their growth. What would you say about that?
About educators?
About educators and the effect that they have on high school athletes?
Oh yeah, it's really big because if you have a teacher that's super understanding of your schedule, like they're going to be willing to work with you so you can like meet deadlines, and they can just help you out a lot and make you feel like more at ease for like turning in your work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Listen to this, educators. Like it's important. Athletes don't want a handout. They just want help. But athletes, you have to talk to your teachers, man. You have to. They want to. That's why they started doing the job. They want to help they want to help students, period. But you got to speak up. Can't go to the back. Wait, where do you sit? Back or front of the class?
I sit in the back.
Hey, I
Okay.
used to sit in the back all the time.
I know,
love sitting
right?
in the back. I know a lot of high school athletes now, coaches make them sit in the front. But I mean, your coach is probably good because they trust you, you know what I'm saying? So you can sit anywhere you want.
Are you on track with are you going to graduate with any like college credits?
I think I will actually because I'm doing dual enrollment classes. So I should be able to graduate with those like credits.
Nice. And so, I know there's big news. You know what I'm saying? It's not new news, but it's new news for some of the people watching this show. We see the shirt. So this is locked in.
Yes, sir. I'm committed to Delaware State.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Most definitely. So what do you like about Delaware State?
I liked how it was like super, like it wasn't too big, but it was big enough. Like I generally really liked it. And the scenery was kind of nice. Like it was super nice. And there's a mall right across the street. And like it's on this like main strip. So there's a bunch of restaurants. It's really cool.
It's cold
That's
though.
pretty
It's cold here right now.
I think Delaware is going to be a whole different kind of cold, though. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
maybe,
But-
yeah.
Yeah. But hey, so let's talk about the Tropaium magazine. You got put on the cover, first edition. Tell me about how you feel about that and what
But
kind
when
of
you
response
saw
have you
it,
gotten?
when you
Yeah.
saw it, how did you feel?
I was super excited. Like it was really nice. It came out really good.
Good. I'm happy that you're getting all the things that you deserve, because every time we've spoken to you, you seem like such a great kid. It seems like you definitely have your head on your shoulders and are heading in the right direction, and making the correct decisions. So yeah, that's great. You think y'all gonna win state next year?
We should. We only lost one person and it was a senior. Like we only lost one senior.
That's it.
That's it. Like everyone's coming back.
That's
Hey.
not even fair. You know what I'm saying? That's not even fair, man. I know the other teams are like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Because what was the score in the championship game?
I don't even remember. I don't know. It was a good lead though. It wasn't like 6 or 7 or anything. Like it was a pretty decent lead.
Okay. God. Well,
Hey,
that's locked in. Then.
Way
They
to, make,
winning.
way to make the other team feel better, Shania. You didn't want to put
I
out
know,
the score.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's important was that they won the state
That
title.
they
you know
won
what
the
I'm saying?
state
It doesn't
title.
matter, 1 point, 10 points. We're not going to put it out there, but hey, they won state title. Congratulations on that. We were excited when we heard that because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
like, hey, Shania's coming on the show, man. She's
Yeah.
coming back. Let's see where we can put her. And then all of a sudden, we found out you were gracing the cover of Trapine magazine, so that was a big deal. And the fact that you did it, the interview looked good, the article looked good,
Yeah.
and the fact that the company has just been getting love for that magazine. And I know what people are saying out there. Where is the hard copy? Right? Where's the hard copy? I know Complete
It's
College
coming.
Prospects is working.
It's
on
coming.
It.
I
It's
do know
coming.
that. I do know that
So-
because they want to make sure everybody gets a copy.
Yeah. So please stand by, all of our fans out there. We definitely are doing our best to get it out there. Complete College Prospects is doing it. So we definitely
So I
Can't
got
wait for the next
questions,
one.
right? So I don't know if we asked you this last time, but you know we always have our playlist. Top 5 songs you just have on repeat
Right now.
right now.
it's on the spot kind of question. It's kind of crazy.
Okay. I've been listening to a lot of Frank Ocean lately and a lot
Okay.
of Steve. Yeah, I just be listening to their albums on repeat. But my top one, if I can give you a top number 1 song right now, it's gonna
Let's
be
go.
Lost by Frank Ocean.
Yo,
Lost. Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Do you guys-
Okay.
I can dig it.
So is that getting ready? Like, is that just mellowing out, relaxing, getting ready for whatever your day brings, or is that like winding down before going to bed?
It's kind of like just like cleaning up my room, like a kind of bedroom type of thing. I don't know. Wait, actually, no, I be listening to it when I go to school. So I don't know. I listen to it
Okay.
a lot. It's a good song.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
with
get
that.
with
Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
You do which songs?
Man,
Yeah.
to put us
Yeah,
on the
please
spot,
tell
you know what I'm saying?
It's not my
Man,
favorite.
I
It's
am-
just-
My daughter would laugh at me because she's like, "You don't know songs.
I
can
never
sing
do.
them, or I can dance to them." Man, let me.
Hold on. Wait.
Man,
Not to
Sing it.
Here,
Yo,
I can
you
answer
definitely ain't gonna
Shania's
get me.
question.
Hold on. Our producer
I
says she
can
got
answer
you.
Shania's
What is it?
question. Pyramids by Frank Ocean. Love
Okay.
that song.
Look, she agreed with you.
Also, if you want a good cry, White Ferrari.
Who wants a good cry?
Who's crying?
Everyone needs a good cry.
Look,
every
look,
once in a
Shania's
while.
all in with you.
Everyone
Okay.
needs a good cry every once in a while. It's healthy. Sometimes you need to let loose and have a good cry. White Ferrari. Frank
White
Ocean.
Ferrari. So hey, everybody who had a playoff team, you know what I'm saying, or in the playoffs right now, and they just lost, White Ferrari.
White
Frank
Ferrari.
Ocean. You know
Frank
what I'm saying?
Ocean.
Just
Go
cry
ahead and let it
you know
out.
what I
Just
mean?
cry it out. Hey, so another question, Shania. What's we do fashion. So what's your favorite outfit when you are like just hanging out with friends?
Probably like some baggy jeans, maybe some Air Forces. Probably not Crocs. Wait, actually, maybe if I didn't wear baggy jeans and I wore like some leggings or something, Crocs. But if not, I'm just wearing baggy jeans. Probably like the Air Forces, and then like a graphic T-shirt. And if it's cold
Okay.
out, a jacket that matches the graphic T-shirt. So probably like a black jacket or like a white jacket. Something really simple, but kind of cute,
So-
you know.
So not just an athlete, fashion sensible. Yeah,
A little bit.
a little bit.
Wait, do the shoes have to match the outfit?
Good question.
Like color coordination. Like if you wore teal, are you gonna have teal in your shoes?
No, I don't have a lot of color options in my shoes. I like shoes that are like can go with everything.
Okay, so a good pair of white shoes then, right?
Our producer is
course.
agreeing with you.
I have a lot of different heels, but like everyday shoes, they're that stuff that could go with anything. Black
Okay.
or white shoes.
Okay.
I can dig it.
All right, Shania. As we wrap this up, shout outs to whoever you want to.
Who you putting on the map today? I mean, we know your trainer. You did that last time, and I know you're repping out 245 on the
Yo,
squad
and she
right
just
now.
put up, put your trainer out there again for sure.
Who? Which one? The ones I
Which
mentioned last
one?
time?
Your
The one
strength.
your strength trainer.
Oh, Coach Marvin.
Yeah.
So how can people get in touch with Coach Marvin?
Honestly, I don't even know. That is such a good question. He has Twitter though. No, he has Twitter.
You know his Twitter?
It's at Big Coach Marvin.
Okay, at Big Coach Marvin. You can become like Shania. Anybody else?
Probably
You got
my
your
head
teacher?
coach Jimmy. He has Twitter.
Coach Jimmy.
Okay.
Yes.
What's his Twitter?
I'm pretty sure it's at Jimmy Mullis.
Okay.
If Coach Jimmy, if that's not your Twitter, hit us up because Shania isn't sure. She says she's pretty sure. Just so you know. All right. Anybody else?
That's it for trainers, honestly.
It don't have to be trainers. It can be anybody you want to shout out.
I don't know anybody else's Twitter though.
It's all right. You know, I just mentioned them. You know what I mean?
Wait. I'm going to ask it again. I'm trying to make sure you don't miss nobody. Are you sure there's nobody else you want to shout out that has helped you in your life, doing everything you do? You appreciate it.
I'm going to shout out my grandma. I'm going to shout out my grandmother, Minnie. I'm going to shout her out. And then I'm going to shout out my aunt Charlene.
There
Nice.
you go.
Okay.
I was worried she wasn't going to hit no family members.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you wasn't saying nothing. I wanted to make sure you was going to get some family members in there.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it?
That's it.
All right. So
Hey.
we're going to get that ring, right? We're going to see that ring?
Another ring?
Oh, I'll definitely
we
send
gotta
it
see
to you guys.
Okay. We want to see that here. All right.
Okay, so definitely. So when you show us your ring, show us your best outfit look hanging out with your friends.
There
It's
you
nice
go.
and casual. You
And
know?
then put your jewelry up. And then put your
Put it up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. And then you'll be up. CC Complete College Prospect has an award show in June. It's going to be on our show where they're sending out awards for Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, all kinds of stuff. You definitely on the list for that for sure. We want to be the first to let you know that here on the show.
Okay, that sounds good.
Nice. Hey, we always enjoy talking to you, Shania. Keep doing good work.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
you have a good one.
yep. We'll talk to you later. What we got next?
Going into AJM ad.
Let's go. Pay the bills. Got to turn ours. Oh my God. Yo, it's been a while. I've been gone. We're just gonna let this ad play. The big fella dropped the ball completely. This is my ad. I'm supposed to do this ad. I love AdJoy Media. The producer is laughing at me. We've been gone for the holidays. So everybody just laugh one time, but it's a new year, so I ain't got to eat no peppers. There you go. New year. I won't mess up again. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. AdJoy Media, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For all your
Hey.
social media needs.
AdJoy Media takes care of everything you see for our show online. AdJoy Media takes care of all of that. When it comes to all of our social media presence for the show, I know what they do for CCP, for Prime Magazine, all of that. So AdJoy Media doesn't, the commercial's the commercial. I know I messed up on doing my part, but realistically, the proof is in the pudding and you can see it out there. That's
Hey,
it.
That's how you know it's authentic, though, because it's live. We're not afraid to mess up. you
No,
know what I mean?
not at all.
Hey, and call us out. Wow, drop the ball. You know
Drop
what
the
I'm saying?
ball.
Naughty, Bohemian.
Yo, if you would have seen it
Right
though,
there.
it's so funny,
there.
right? Because if you would have seen it, I'm sitting here talking. The producer's looking at me. Candyman's looking at me. Everybody's waiting on me to start doing my part on the ad. And I'm looking, and then I realize, oh, I'm not doing the ad right now.
You know what, though? It might be a side effect from the case of Who's Up, Fuel Up. You know what I'm saying? High protein. Sometimes a large amount of protein consumption can make you a little tired and off your
Maybe
game.
that's it.
You know what I mean? Big fella kind of needs a little nap in the middle of the day, but we won't.
Hold on, what we got? D is holding her ranking for wrestling in the state of Kansas, still sitting in the top 10 at number 6. Congrats.
Yes.
Let's move that. Hey,
Yes.
let's take that number 1 though. Let's get that
Yeah.
state.
So that's Erin D. Krebs. Hey,
Yeah.
if you don't know and you want to know a little bit more about her, you got to go to that Tropium first edition.
Yeah,
There's
she's
an
in there
article
too.
She's definitely in
She's
there.
in there too.
She is a 3-star softball, 4-star wrestler,
Yep.
right? So definitely a dual sport athlete, and she's amazing. A great person.
Comes from an athletic background. Mom plays sports. Just great support system. Everything man. Yeah, go check her out for sure. All right, producer, my bad. What we got next?
Our WT ad.
WTF.
Man,
Let's see what it
this
is.
is definitely a segment that's kind of crazy. I mean, we've talked about it on one side of the spectrum where coaches are laying their hands on athletes, and today we're going to talk about athletes laying their hands on coaches, right?
Yep. Hey, hold on, big fella. I mean, Candy Man, did you see this one right here where they said what's with the coat? It's 0 degrees there. That's Colorado, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
man.
cold here.
It's cold here. You know what I'm saying? It's a different kind of cold here in Vegas. Sorry, HB. You know, the big fella's not wearing a coat because he's just naturally warm-blooded. You know what I mean? And
Naturally.
hey, I'm from the island, so anything below 70 is going to be cold. You know what I mean? I've definitely adjusted myself in certain parts of the world, you know, when I had to, but I live here in Vegas. Definitely don't have to adjust. You know what I mean? So waiting for that warm weather to come. It's a bit breezy here right now. We did hit some snow a couple days ago, so that's kind of crazy here in
I
Vegas.
know. That's
So,
wild. All right, let's get it. So WTF. Sometimes I hate when we have to talk about these subjects because, like I said, we had the one with the coach putting his hands on the kid. Now we got the brothers that beat up a coach, I think for taking him out the game or something.
Yeah,
They
for
benched
benching
him for
For
his
ben-
behavior.
Yeah.
So he had bad behavior. They benched him. So what they thought was the correct action was to beat up the coach. I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't either. You know what I mean? One of the things I know Complete College Prospect does for student athletes, they rate them on the college readiness, right? And
Yes.
one of the things that it talks about is their character, their
Yes.
coachability,
Yes.
you know, that overall person. And this is definitely something that, you know, we don't condone as a company.
No,
as a brand.
absolutely. Not like
I mean, 'cause
at
we're
all.
trying to put these athletes out there that are overall the best at what they do. And that's being a good person as well. And so the fact that they couldn't take that criticism or take that benching as a lesson for
Right.
themselves to learn and to grow and to get better, they took it upon themselves to address it with the coach after the game. And, you know, one thing led to another, and it ended up with two brothers assaulting a coach for a bench. So, you know, in my eyes, no matter
Now
what was said-
arrested.
yeah,
like,
now arrested. In my eyes, no matter what happened after the benching, it's uncalled for. You know,
well,
what
I
To just lay
mean,
your
we've
hands
got to
on
get to
someone
a
like
point, right? You young athletes out there, not just athletes, parents too, because in youth sports, even in high school sports, a lot of you parents like to attack the referees. They're gonna make mistakes. They're human beings. No one's gonna be perfect. At the end of the day, though, everybody being out here and being physical in these altercations is unnecessary. You know, I'm all for voicing your opinion. I've seen some terrible calls. So when, you know, I've been on the receiving end of terrible calls, I've been in the stands watching terrible calls. I will tell you right now, there's truly only one way to handle that. You could go say what you have to say, but keep your hands to yourself. At the end of the day, you find out that a lot of these games get canceled or a lot of these bad calls are happening because there's not enough referees. There's not, you getting bad coaches out there that are coaching your kid and you're like, why isn't my kid getting better? Because the people coaching your kid are people that don't play the sport, because the ones that did won't coach anymore because of the parents. Parents have to get in their lanes, and players, you have to get in your lane, because some of you players are uncoachable because of what you've seen from the adults in your life.
Yeah.
You know, if your parents are up in the stands losing their mind and then letting it go too far, that trickles down to the athlete. The athlete's going to be like, well, if my parents doing that in public, then it's got to be okay for me to do it as well. That's a learned behavior. Violence is a learned behavior. It just is, you know, and this thing has to stop. It really does. Like, sports are wonderful, man. It's great for getting kids educations. It's great for entertainment. It's great for growth in how to work in a team unit. It's great for growth in the ability to just exist and coexist in this world. You got to back out of that. And I get it, man. Again, for you that watched the show before, I come from the bottom. And when I say the bottom, I mean the bottom. Violence, a daily occurrence. And I'm still here to tell you that that's not the option. It just isn't. You know, it never benefit. It never gets you what you're looking for. I think we all can agree on that. Like it might feel good in the moment, but it never gets you what you actually wanted the end result to be. Never actually happens.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, it's kind of unfortunate, that these things happen. Athletes just got to be better.
Got to be better.
There's so much at stake when you're trying to get from high school to the next level, which is college. There's so many things that you have to do nowadays. And
stop fearing that being on the bench is going to stop you from getting there.
Yeah,
it really isn't. As long as you get an opportunity to play, showcase your talent, you're going to open up your recruiting. But the things you do when it's not going your way, those are the days that the recruiters happen to be in the building.
Yeah,
it never happens when you're having an outstanding game that the recruiters are right there to see that game. They never are. It's the day when something goes wrong that some recruiter is in the building, and now you've changed your entire life.
Yeah, it's just it just happens too much. You know what I mean? So
we ain't gonna beat that horse though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They messed up. They're gonna find out. I promise you, we ain't gonna see none of those kids. I on some levels I hate the Mikey Williams thing because all that happened. Now he's playing and all this other stuff, and it's like some of these kids believe that that's how it's gonna play out. They don't realize that the boy had a deal with, I think, Puma, and already had a mansion and sitting on like $2-3 million in high school because he was the original NIL deal. So he had money to get himself out of that wreck. But a lot of kids are going to see Mikey Williams and think that that's okay, and that it's going to work out for them. And I'm sorry to tell you that for the majority of you, it's not going to work out that way.
Yeah, definitely.
So what we got next, man? Let's not beat that horse.
All right, I'm gonna play the intro for Fans Gone Wild.
Fans Gone Wild, man. I love this segment.
Oh, man.
Alrighty, so I have a few things picked out for you guys to watch. Majority of it's basketball.
Okay.
Make this free throw.
Yo, who's my man? Yo, who's my man running down with the C on his chest?
Would you make this free throw?
Like a superhero. And now they're going to believe that he's that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Here's one that's pretty similar to it, but it's
all right.
It's pretty fun.
How do you even make that shot? Oh, it's all bad, man.
They're all just slapping their tummies. And stuff.
Yeah, that's all bad.
That's distraction. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm like, how do you even get that one? What we got?
Wait, is that you that just rebounded the ball?
Yo, what are you trying to say, bro? You trying to say because we dark? You know what I'm saying? That is that where we going right now?
We can only do that in the studio.
Whoa. Hey,
okay.
black is beautiful.
Here we go. Where a bunch of fans just got on the court and was just like going crazy, dunking the ball.
Wow.
They're all dressed up. If you can see, it's all like a Christmas.
I see that.
They get some Oompa Loompas in there.
Ugh. That's how I like schools to be, man. That's what I like schools to do. I like schools to be exciting, man. A lot of these schools don't have growing up for us, I mean, whether it was prep rallies or everything else, games, like it was just so fun and so packed. Nowadays, unless you go to these elite schools, like it's sad in the stands, man.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
What we got? Let's see
So
it.
the next video, it's kind of like the two student sections, a home and a away team, like fighting on the. They're
What?
like yelling at each other.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
It's the better crowd.
Yo, that game is hot. Are they on the same side of the court? Yo, that gym is tight. Oh, I think they won. Yo, that's crazy. And then he airballs? Yo, they need to take him off the team right now. That was a good one. That was a good one. What we got?
So the last one, it's different than all the basketball. This one's actually a hockey team in Minnesota.
Student section? Holy cow.
Yeah. Lexus like it's 07. I just hit a lick, gotta hit the next one.
That's high school hockey?
Learn your lesson, I can GPS if you need a dressing. What's up about the bigger homie, but the one your homie, my little homie.
Hockey, great. Run that hockey one back.
The student section?
Crazy for that being high school. That place is
Holy cow.
Yeah. Jumping Lexus like it's 07. I just hit a lick, gotta hit the next one. Yeah, I know you learn your lesson, I can GPS if you need a dressing. What's up about the bigger homie, but the one your homie, my little homie.
You get that though. That's high school hockey.
I know. I think that's so cool to have a
It
high
is.
school hockey team. Like
No,
my
that's
school never
amazing.
had.
That's pretty.
That's
pretty
amazing.
nice.
Fans going wild. We love it.
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
wouldn't even care about the game. I would just go for the fans if they're like.
I know,
like
right?
that.
What was the game that we went to in
Wasn't it Snow Canyon?
was it Snow Canyon?
Yes.
Up in Utah?
Yes.
Snow Canyon. Shout out, man. Their student section for being in like nowhere, because ain't it in
It's in St. George.
St. George? Yeah, but let's be real, man. Like they're in St. George, but like they're in the corner of St. George. And their student section, band, everything.
The dance
Crazy.
team, yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Just
It
bananas.
was pretty crazy. So
Yeah.
definitely can't wait to go see them again.
Yeah.
He's in a diaper. Yeah. Hey, fans going wild. You know
Fans
what I'm
going
saying?
wild.
I love it.
I
love
love it all day, every day.
Hey,
Love
is
it.
anyone in a diaper right now, or anyone going to be in a diaper in tomorrow's cold game? You know what I'm saying? Bills and the Steelers.
I mean,
Someone.
somebody don't want to
If
miss
someone's
the
going to be in
game.
a diaper, man, I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, somebody don't want to miss the game. All right, what we got next?
All right, our King Carol digital ad. Mhm.
Oh,
We're gonna pay the bills for real
hey,
this time.
Bills, let's go. Introducing King Carol Digital, a marketing company made to bring your creative vision to life. We understand that the business market has grown tremendously throughout the years with more competitors out there than ever. And that's why branding is a very important part of your business. Studies have shown that 68% of businesses say that brand consistency has increased revenue by 10% or more. Make your brand stand out amongst the crowd? King Carol Digital is here to guide you through the process of creating logos, custom designs, and video. Work with us today. Help is just a hop away. King Carol Digital.
If it's high school sports, we're talking about it. This is the Who's Up Next podcast. Now, back to your hosts, JR and Rob.
We are back. You
What's
definitely can tell that
up?
we've been gone for a while.
I know, man. We've been
Definitely
off our game.
gone.
Well, I mean, we're not off our game. I think it was a great show as a whole. I think the show was fantastic. All the new stuff is fantastic. But yeah, our commercial presence is suspect at best. You know what I'm saying?
New Year's resolution, y'all. Get better.
Get better.
Better.
I mean, we're gonna kill it anyway. What we got next?
Our Reddit questions, the Am I the Asshole, the sports edition.
Sweet. Let's go. We got that Reddit.
Alrighty, so am I the asshole because I don't want to play the sport I've played my entire life? So since I was in kindergarten, keep in mind she is 17 years old,
Okay.
I've played softball. My mom played it when she was younger and thought I would enjoy playing it too. The next 7 years, I grew to love the sport and I actually got really good at it. I got to be on different travel teams and even got to the point where I could hit over the fence. Around last year, I didn't want to play as much as I used to, but I kept playing just in case it changed. The girls on my different teams in the past were also annoying, so I didn't really like that, but much so I did not like playing the sport. Several months later, nothing changed, and I managed to tell my mom that I didn't want to play the sport anymore, even though it was midway through the season. She just said stuff to me like, "But you used to love it, you're quitting so easily," and sometimes would cry because of how much I've quote-unquote changed. I asked her to let me get off the travel team, but she told me no because I signed a contract. And I'm sure if we just asked the coach, he would have let me leave. The positions I play could be played by multiple other girls on the team. She said that if I didn't like playing softball for the rest of the season, I wouldn't learn commitment and would eventually turn out like my dad, who gives up easily. Unless I play softball, she said she would take away my phone and not let me hang out with my friends. I agreed to this because it'd be too hard if I couldn't do any of those things. She said she would even help me through it, and even though she's the one who started it. About a week or less ago, she asked me if I wanted to play for my school team. Of course, I told her no. Then she said my dad already applied to be the coach, so now I have to say yes. I'm upset by all this, but there's not much I can do. I don't want to play a sport anymore because my mom strongly thinks that if I push myself through this, I will learn a lesson and possibly love the sport again. Sometimes I wonder if she pushes me because she got injured and ruined her high school career, and she's just trying to recreate her dreams through me. She also says that she likes going to practices and games with me because it's one of the few many things that she loves to do with me, and would be really sad if I stopped playing. So, am I the asshole?
D, you still on there? She plays softball, or Shania, you know what I'm saying? One of y'all there. I know both sets of parents are heavily involved. Nah, if a kid doesn't want to play a sport, they shouldn't play a sport. I mean, parents shouldn't live through their kids, you know. If she's not happy and she doesn't want to play, she has a solid, you don't even need a solid reason. Sometimes you just fall out of love with the sport. You don't want to do it anymore. She should be fine to do that. Her mom shouldn't be putting all that guilt trip on her like that. That's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see it from that aspect. You know, I kind of wish we would have got the side of the mom story a little bit. And the only reason why I say that is because as a parent, sometimes the kids, they can't overcome certain issues or commitments, or, you know, follow through on certain things. I can see if you said, you know, she signed a contract. Yes, it's not a professional contract or anything, but you definitely want someone to follow through with something that they started.
But she don't
Yeah,
like it.
no, I can
The
definitely see
only
that.
reason I agree, right? Because I'm the first one to say that you should tell a kid to push through when they're feeling like quitting
Yeah.
their sport. You know, if they start the season, I definitely feel like they should finish the season. But her reasons were reasonable. She wasn't, you know, the only reason I agree with her when it comes to stopping in the middle of the season is because she told them ahead of time.
Yeah.
They pushed her into the season. So being under contract with her softball team is kind of irrelevant because she never wanted to sign it in the first place.
Yeah.
She signed that under duress, you know, like so. And then to tell her that, let's see, because again, D plays softball and then her mom, athlete as well. Let's see, I completely agree with you. My mom has always said that if softball turns out to being something I don't want to do, she'll completely support me in whatever I wanted to do instead. See, and that to me is actually the appropriate way for that to go. I don't really understand trying to live through your kids' sports experience because you didn't get where you were trying to go. If your kid doesn't want to do it, they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and what happens is if you don't love something, sports, what people don't understand with sports is that if you don't love it, you will get injured. If you're just out there to be out there, you're going to get injured because you're not truly in it. You're not dialed in and focused.
For sure.
If I hated to drive and then I went and got in my car and started driving, I'm not going to pay attention. When I don't pay attention, I'm going to kill somebody or they're going to kill me. Something bad's going to happen because it involves me needing to be aware at all times. That's how sports are. When you fall in love with it, you fall in love with it.
I also think that later on she'll end up resenting her mom for
Absolutely.
not letting her quit. She'll be like, "Oh, you never support me in anything I want to do."
Well, and the guilt trip. Your dad's the coach now. That's his problem.
Mhm.
Go be coach. You know what? I'll come to the games and watch my dad coaching and cheer for my dad.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'll cheer for the team. Like, I still support my dad. I shouldn't have to play because he's the coach. You know what I'm saying? I just don't agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
agree with that at all.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to say that I agree with the mom or anything. I definitely think that the mom in this sense was the asshole. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, I don't think the dad
they led
is.
up to
I
everything.
just think the mom is.
Yeah.
Because the dad didn't say she had to play. The dad said, the dad's just the coach. The
Yeah.
mom said, your dad's the coach, so you have to play.
For sure.
Or this is the thing that I enjoy spending time with you with. Well, then we have a problem if the only thing that you enjoy is my sport, then maybe we don't have the relationship that I thought we had. So parents, be careful with this. You know what I'm saying? Be careful with this when it comes to your kids in ballet, dance, sports, playing the piano, whatever it is your kid does. Hell, just being a kid. If you don't appreciate your kid for what they do and then the things that they're not going to want to do anymore, there are a lot of kids that have been unhappy or have ended up messed up because the parents went too far in one direction and didn't understand the kid changed. If we really pay attention to it, she did say at one point the way that she was being treated by the girls, she did not like.
Yeah.
So, and we got to look at that. And I'm sure that was tamed how she put it when she wrote it. We don't know what that looked like. And you're now forcing her to go back. I know for me with the hazing that happened as a freshman, it was tricky. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely one of those things where I at least understood it. And so I hated it, but it made sense. But what about somebody that doesn't come from an athletic background of friends and family, and then you don't understand those things? That would seem like bullying to you.
Yeah.
And so then you might not want to go back to it. Your parents should force you.
Sure.
You
I
know?
completely agree with that.
That's my opinion. And parents out there, you guys definitely can chime in. Whatever it is you think. It's a rough one for sure.
Yeah, it definitely
let's
sucks
see.
for that girl.
Okay, wait. Dee's mom is on there. Dee does a lot of things, and I always tell her that if her goals change about sports, then we can change the game plan. I watched for 7 years when she was a child where she didn't play softball. See, and that's it. And then now look at her though. Now she's in high school murdering it, and she loves it. And now has like she just came back from the All-American joint, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. Like, and that's because she's now back in love with the sport, and that's what you want. You just want your kids gonna fall in and out of you. A lot of people don't understand that. That's how. If you force them to go into a thing and not let them learn that they have to work their way through it, that'll affect their relationships later on and everything. Because as you know, marriage is the same way. Like you don't love your person forever. You fall in and out of love. You got to learn to fall in love again so you can keep your marriage rolling. So, but a lot of people just quit all the time. Quit. We see it all the time. And it's like they always quit because they don't understand that you got to like make these things happen when you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Or friendships. You and your friend ain't gonna always get along, So if you're not always gonna get along, you gotta be able to get past that. But what happens is like, yo, I didn't like what you did, but we talk it out. We become friends again. We cool. We move forward. And that's why I say sports, man. I know a lot of people, again, there's some people out there that just don't understand what sports really do. Sports teaches you so many things about life. Because no matter how good you are, by the time before you get to be really good at what you do, you're going to fall a lot. And you've got to teach yourself to keep getting up. You know what I'm saying? And so I think when people play sports, they tend to get stronger and be able to handle life better. And so with parents, we got to remember that while our kids are learning through sports to support that and enhance the growth. So with the mom, I feel like personally, it shouldn't have been, well, your dad this or guilt tripping her. It should have just been like, look, you don't love it. You gave me a reason. Let's sit out a season. You know what I'm saying? Let's sit out a season and see what happens. Because sometimes what's the saying? Like if you let something go.
Yeah, if you love something, let it go. And if you really love it, it'll come back.
It'll come back. You know what I'm saying? And look at Dee. She was out. She was out for 7 years. 7 years, and now she's back.
And wants to do it in college.
And wants to do it in college.
Sometimes you don't know what you got until you lose it.
Till you lose it.
Because sometimes it could just be like a routine thing.
Yep.
Like you feel like you've fallen into this routine and it's kind of boring.
Yep.
But then once like you stop and then you're like stop and think about it, you're like, oh, maybe I do like playing this. Maybe I do enjoy this a lot.
Yeah.
Because clearly I miss it.
So I definitely feel like it's the mom. Like I'm not trying to pick on nobody, but I feel like it's the mom, and you know it is what it is. Let's see. She was a hell of a basketball player, and her freshman year came home and said, "I'm going to wrestle." That was hard too, but wrestling has made her a better all-around athlete in person. See, change, man. You know what I'm saying? Change. Like there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, it's you know what in that situation, no one's the asshole because what it is it's a lack of communication and understanding in that situation.
Sure.
Like the
And
mom,
she's trying to take away things.
I
She
know,
wants
but
to
if we spoke to the mom, I agree with you. The mom would have we probably understand the mom if we spoke to the mom or heard the mom's side. And so that's why I think this is one of those situations that everybody has the best intentions. And I think this is just a lack of communication. That's why it's important to talk to your kids and not talk at your kids, listen. You know, like sometimes you got to just step back and listen. Even when you're mad and you don't want to hear what they're talking about, you don't agree, you got to just listen and try to see it from from the eyes, the young eyes that they're seeing it through. You know what I'm saying? Not the eyes that have seen it happen and know what's about to happen, but see the eyes of the way they feel about it. And like it's, you know how it is with kids, everything's the end of the world. And you're like, bro, this will be all right tomorrow. You know, for sure. Yeah, you know, so I don't want to call the mom an asshole. I think that's just a lack of communication in that one. That's a rough one right there, man. That's a rough one.
Definitely is.
What we got next?
So we have our wheel spin.
Yo, okay. So some people still listening, some people left. You know, they saw the part of the show they liked. And when it comes to things like the Who's Up Fuel Up, our hit list, fashion, all of that stuff, they're going to interchange throughout the week. So everything won't be in every show. We definitely got a new arrangement about how we do everything. So, you know, stay tuned. You'll definitely get to see the things you want. We do have our wheel spin, and we have, well, not we, our producer has upgraded this thing, and you could win all kinds of stuff. So who are we picking? Let's see, who's all, if you're still on right now, just say here before we hit this wheel spin. Or do you want to spin it and we pick up? No, I don't want to do that. If you want to be the person that we choose to win something on the wheel spin, say here. So we got D. Give me a 10 count. If nobody else say nothing, we go in there. He gave me a silent 10 too.
Oh, I was like, is it supposed to count?
Boom.
All right, we got HB and we got SJ, HB, and D. All right, so I'm going to show the candy man a number of fingers. Give me your guess, you three. Give me your guess.
Between what? 1 and what?
1 and 5.
1 and 5. Oh.
1 and 10. 1 and 10. Give me your guess. What you got, HB? What you got, SJ? What you got, D? Or Aaron? Between 1 and 10.
And while they're going to go ahead,
Let's
and
see.
pick those
1,
numbers,
6, what do we, and 7.
Okay, 1, 6, and 7.
who is it?
Man, we going with D.
Going with D. There we go.
Let's go.
So not only would D be a winner here, we're also going to go ahead and select a random follower that is following us. We're actually following Complete College Prospects, so we're just going to go through. And
Whatever you win, they win.
Yep. So we got Michaela Duncan Farley. This is our person here.
Where's
One
she
of our
out of?
followers. She is out of, let's see, Florida.
Out of Florida.
She is a softball player.
Okay.
She is also a right-handed pitcher, 2026, class of 2026.
All right. So whatever you win, Michaela's going to win too. Spin it. Boom. Lanyard. Nice. So D, make sure you go ahead and give her our contact information for the show. if you want to give us either an address we can send it to, or you can give us like your school address, and we'll make sure that we ship you your Who's Up Next show lanyard. And yeah, nice. So you're getting it, and what's the young lady that's getting it? That's one
And
of
it's
the
going to be
CCD followers?
Michaela Duncan Farley.
Michaela Duncan Farley, you have also won a lanyard from the show. So we'll be getting that out to you. Congratulations. Hey, always follow the show. You don't know when we're going to do it. We ain't always going to do it at the end. We may do it at the beginning. Yeah, you can win all kinds of stuff. What all's on that right now?
On the wheel.
Yeah, we got free consoles with
So we have a
sweatbands,
show appearance,
wristbands, headbands,
and ankle exercise bands.
ankle exercise bands,
Free consoles.
Free-
Free
both?
consoles. Yeah.
free consults with KKD, and free consults with AJM. What else?
That's about it. Oh, and a net gator.
And a net gator. So there's a bunch of stuff you could win. And again, every time someone that is watching the show wins, somebody that's a follower of either the show or Complete College Prospect is also going to win something too. So you're playing for two people. So again, congratulations to Aaron, and congratulations to Michaela.
Yes, Michaela.
Michaela out of Florida, playing for the Santa Fe Inferno pitcher. All right. Again, just make sure you get us your address, and we'll make sure to get that out to you.
Yeah.
All right, is that it?
Yep.
Man, that was a solid show for
That's
our
a
first
pretty good
one.
show, you know what I'm saying? Coming
Yeah.
back. Definitely a lot shorter than what we've had on
Yeah.
some of our other shows. We're definitely going to kind of keep it condensed here, guys.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to drop off too many viewers. We want to be able to have as many viewers as possible.
Yep.
But like,
Subscribe.
share. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Put it out there. We're trying to get as many viewers and
Hey,
followers as possible.
well, remember this, right? Remember that, being under the Complete College Prospect umbrella, that the more you support the show, the more you support Tropia Magazine, the more you support Chatter, and CCP, KKD, AJM, all of that works for you guys as athletes and parents trying to help your kid get the exposure that they need. So just continue to like and subscribe, follow us everywhere. And hey, if you're an athlete, get over to Chatter. Go download the app, get over to we-chatter, and let's start that process of getting you to college. All right, man. For the big fella, I'm out.
Hey, the Candy Man. Appreciate all y'all's love and support. We'll definitely see y'all next week.
Thanks for tuning in to Who's Up Next with hosts JR and Rob. Live episodes every Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time. Follow us everywhere at Complete College Prospects. Don't forget to message us with anything high school sports that you think we should showcase.